The WA Audio WA11 Topaz, a DAC amp which costs $1,300, does not come with a protective case. WA includes a cloth sleeve, but that is laughably insufficient. This device is meant to be carried around. It is a portable and an exceedingly pricey one at that. So why did WA Audio choose not to include a hardshell case? They did include one with the WA8 Eclipse, their portable tube amplifier. Well, WA has other ideas for the Topaz. If you want a protective case, you need to shell out another $250. This $250 case is 3D printed and made to order. Whether that 3D printed case is actually worth its cost is not an issue at the moment. What is an issue is that WA refused to provide a simple protective hardshell case for something as expensive as the Topaz. This is why I decided to make my own. I bought a Pelican 1060 case, a Pelican 1062 foam insert made for the case, and a 6mm thick adhesive foam sheet. This video documents my very simple, unrehearsed, and totally hassle-free DIY protective case for the Topaz. The total cost? About $40. I will leave links in the description section below for each part that I used. Instead of talking about how to make this DIY case, I want to spend a little time griping about how companies have been taking more and more liberties with the term premium. The video for the DIY is self-explanatory. If you have any questions, ask in the comments. When you spend $100, you expect your money's worth. If a restaurant charges $50 for an entree, you have every right to expect your meal and service to be above average, to say the least. We get upset over a few dollars. This is why I am continually perplexed why we let audio companies penny pinch. This is a continuing trend, one that potentially leads to more outrageous behavior with audio companies. For example, I was very upset with Chord when I learned they do not provide all the necessary cables for their Mojo. Instead, Chord demands $100 for a package of cables that are flimsy, cheaply constructed, and in no way justify the exorbitant cost. I was annoyed with Sony when I learned they don't include a protective case or a screen protector for their $800 ZX507 flagship Android DAP. The annoyance turned again to Hi-Fi Man, who also did not include any accessories beyond the charging cable for their $1,000 R2R2000 Red DAP. Oh, and Fio? Remember the company we all hoped would be the underdog providing quality products for us mere mortals? Well, in their $1,500 M15 packaging, they didn't include a screen protector or even a cheap silicone case. Desktop DAC amp manufacturers cheap out on accessories as well. Monolith doesn't provide interconnects for their THX Desktop, 887, or Liquid Platinum, all products that are several $100s. Monolith's parent company, Monoprice, makes interconnects for cheap, and yet none are included in the packaging. Mastrup also does not include interconnects for the 789 or any of its growing line of amplifiers. It is really frustrating to see this type of penny pinching. You might say that people who buy such expensive gear will likely buy their own cases and screen protectors and interconnects. Well, some will, not all. But companies now ensure that we all have to, whether we would voluntarily or not. With the Topaz, there is simply no excuse. We all can guess how much interconnects and cases may cost to manufacturers and include in the packaging. Well, probably no more than a few dollars extra cost for the manufacturers. But with the Topaz, I documented exactly how much it would cost the consumer, $40. Let us assume for a moment that WA Audio cannot order large quantities of materials needed to make the padded cases. Therefore, they would have to pay the same consumer price as everyone else. Well, the consumer price for the materials is $40, and the total amount of time required to make the case is less than 10 minutes. For $1,300, this should have been an easy win for WA. Look, I like WA Audio, I like their stuff, I enjoy all of the gear I bought from them. But I also understand why people are unwilling to pay the WA Audio premium. Refusing to provide a simple $40 hardshell case for a $1,300 portable amplifier just underscores why critics of WA Audio are correct. Those who are budget conscious and want to pay once for a good product will be turned off by this type of cheapness. Those who like the DIY portion of our hobby won't be put off. But at some point, we, the budgeter and the serious audiophile with serious money, have to collectively demand better from companies. As for Woo Audio, the $40 cheapness is a simple excuse for some people to totally disregard this company, and they deserve it if that happens. They brought it on themselves for being so cheap, yet charging us thousands of dollars. Woo, there's an old saying, you have to spend money to make money. You should have spent the $40 for customer satisfaction. I don't know how much of this video is left. I have nothing more to say on the subject, so enjoy the music.
There's blood in the water, I know that it won't last.